The bird. Max pounces. It was late in the afternoon, and Gina sat outside watching her cat Max. She could see him crouching low in the grass, and she wondered what he was doing. Gina was just about to call out to Max when she saw him creeping swiftly and silently across the lawn. Suddenly he leaped into the air and pounced on a small bird that had just landed nearby. "Oh no!" Gina cried out. "Max, let that bird go!" Max clutched the bird between his teeth and began to run towards the back fence. Gina jumped up and followed him. "You put that bird down, Max," she yelled. Just as Max reached the end of the backyard, he dropped the bird and leaped up onto the fence. He sat on the top, looking down grumpily at Gina. "Max," said Gina as she ran to where the bird lay. "Oh, what have you done?" The little bird lay very still on the grass. At first Gina thought it was dead, but when she looked closely at it, she could see its chest rising and falling in small jerky movements. As Gina gently picked the bird up, she saw that it was still very young, not much bigger than a chick. "I'm going to look after you, little one," she said as she carried it inside. Making a nest. Gina's dad was in the kitchen. "Look, Dad," said Gina. "Max tried to grab this bird in the backyard, but I saved it." Dad looked closely at the little bird. "Oh dear, that bird doesn't look very well. It had a terrible shock," he said. Gina looked straight at her father. "I want to look after it and make sure it's all right. What should I do?" she asked. Gina's dad went to the hall closet and found an old cardboard box and a soft towel. He spread the towel across the bottom of the box and made a little nest. "You can put the bird in here. It needs to be kept in a warm, dark place and left to rest," he told Gina. Gina put the bird carefully in the nest, pulled the towel up close around it, and then loosely covered the box with a cloth to block out the light. When Gina's mom came home from work, she suggested that Gina could feed the bird some soft-cooked oatmeal and give it some water to drink. Gently, Gina placed 2 small bowls in the box in front of the bird. The bird looked nervously at Gina, but it didn't move. A surprise in the night. When bedtime came, Gina carefully carried the box into her bedroom. She put the box on top of her desk, close to her bed. She turned off the light and listened to the silence. "Little bird," she whispered, "please get better." As she drifted off to sleep, she thought she could hear a soft chirping sound. She also felt that something was wrong. Sometime later, she woke with a start. She heard a loud thud and then soft padding noises. At first she didn't know what the noises could be. She thought she must be dreaming. Then she heard the padding sound again, and suddenly she realized what they were. Max's footsteps. Her heart leaped. "Max!" she yelled. She sat up, leaned over, and turned on the light, just in time to see Max's tail disappear around the corner of the bedroom door. A minute later, hearing Gina's call, her dad appeared. He saw Gina bending over the box crying. "Oh no, what happened?" he asked. "I left the door open," sobbed Gina, "and Max came in." Gina's dad looked into the box, expecting the worst. He was surprised to see the little bird staring up at him. "Well, at least the bird seems all right. It was lucky you woke up when you did and scared Max away. but I think we'd better close your bedroom door this time." Gina lay awake for what seemed like hours to her. The bird was so quiet now that she began to worry, but her dad had told her not to turn the light on again. He said the bird needed to rest. Just as she was finally falling asleep, she thought she heard the sound of feathers rustling against the cardboard. Say goodbye. In the morning, Gina woke to see her mom peeping under the cloth on top of the box. Mom was looking very happy. "I think the bird is well enough. We can let it go now," she said. "Let it go?" said Gina. "Can't I keep it?" "I'm sure Max would like that," said her mom, laughing. "Besides, this bird is wild and it needs to be outside. We have to set it free." Gina, Mom, and Dad carried the box out into the backyard and gently tipped it onto its side. Gina watched as the bird hopped to the edge of the box and stood for a moment, preparing itself to fly. Trembling slightly, it stretched its wings and lifted off the ground. A little wobbly at first, it flew to a nearby tree. After a few minutes, it flew to another tree before finally disappearing into the distance.